So, good morning, students. We have already started with the chapter number 9, the 5 orange pips. And I've already explained that pips means dried seeds. Okay, pip is an old British word for seed, but it is only used to describe seeds inside a fruit like orange pips. So, receiving pips is a bad omen. So, we have already read about Sherlock Holmes, that he's a fictional private detective created by British author Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And we have read that in one of his story, John Openshaw approached Mr. Sherlock Holmes to solve a case and his life was in danger. So let us read on page number 54, second last para. So I signed the paper as directed. I means here John Openshaw, because his uncle Elias died mysteriously, and before dying he received orange pips through a letter, and he arranged for a lawyer, and he left his entire property to John Openshaw's father, Joseph Openshaw. Okay. Now I signed the paper as directed. John Openshaw also signed that legal documents as directed by his uncle, Elias Openshaw. My uncle changed from that day, drank more and more, carried a revolver, and kept himself locked for most of the time. So, after receiving the orange pips, he started drinking more and more. He always kept a revolver, and most of the time he locked himself in a room. To cut my this story short, there came a night when he went out and never came back. We found him lying face downward in a pool near the foot of the garden. There was no mark of violence on him, and the water in the pool was only 2 feet. The police gave the verdict. Verdict means judgment of suicide. The police treated that this was a case of a suicide. My father became the owner of the estate, the property left by my uncle, and £14,000 which were in his name in the bank. Holmes interrupted. As John Openshaw was explaining the circumstances in which his uncle Elias Openshaw died, and Mr. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they are listening to the story of that young man, and in between what happens, Holmes interrupted. He intervened the young man to know some specific dates. Okay. Then the letter arrived on March 10, 1883. Please underline this. This can be the question. So when the letter arrived? The letter arrived on March 10, 1883. The letter means a letter which contained orange pips, or the letter received by Mr. Elias Openshaw. My uncle died 7 weeks later on the night of May 2nd, answered the young man. And after receiving the letter, after 7 weeks, my uncle died mysteriously. My father means Joseph, here father means Joseph Openshaw, John's father. My father came to live at Horsham, and nothing happened till January 1885. Everything was going smoothly. Then we were having breakfast together one day when my father gave a sharp cry. He had an open envelope in one hand and 5 dried orange pips in the other. So they also received the same letter, the same envelope containing the 5 dried orange pips in the other, and triple K was written inside the envelope. Okay, what was written? Triple K. Put the papers on the sundial. What was the instruction given in that letter? That put the papers. So that means John Openshaw's uncle Elias Openshaw might be having some very important document. Okay, document that the persons were demanding from him. So that is why the instruction was written, put the papers on the sundial. Now what is the sundial? It's an instrument showing the time by the shadow of a pointer cast by the sun on a plate marked with the hours of the day. Now it was instructed in the letter that put the papers on the sundial was also written above the initials of triple K. I read the postmark of Dundee. Dundee is a town in UK. Now I here means John Openshaw. He read that this letter was posted from a place called as Dundee. I told my father that the papers must be the one my uncle destroyed. I told that there might be some very important documents that were destroyed by my uncle in the grate. Grate means fireplace. We had found nothing in the attic. So what is an attic? Attic is a room inside the roof of a building. We searched the attic and we found nothing. Okay. My father laughed and thought it was a joke and stopped me from going to the police. He said, it's just a joke. Somebody is kidding. So need not to take it seriously. On the third day after receiving the letter, my father went to meet a friend of his, Major Freebody. After 3 days, my father went to his friend, Major Freebody. He did not return that day. The very next day, I received a telegram from the Major imploring me. Imploring means to make an earnest request to someone. To make an request to someone to come at once to Portsdown Hill. Now, Major Freebody, friend of Joseph Openshaw, told John Openshaw to immediately come to his place, Portsdown Hill. My father had fallen over one of the deep chalk pits. Okay, chalk pits which were plenty in that place. So they were very deep pits that were plenty of there in that place. He was lying dead with a broken skull. He died because as soon as he fell, he broke his skull. There were no signs of violence on him. And the jury again gave the verdict, death from accidental causes. It was a death because of some accident. In this sinister way, it's not thin, it is this. In this sinister way, in this evil way, I came into my inheritance. And that property now came to me from my father. From my uncle, it came to my father. From my father, now it came to me, John Openshaw said. My father died in January 85 and 2 years and 8 months have passed since then. I thought the curse had passed. Okay, I thought that the curse had passed away till this blow came 2 days ago. I also received the same letter with the 5 orange pips 2 days before. The young man took out a crumpled envelope. Crumpled means crushed. From his pocket and shook out 5 dried orange pips. The postmark was London and the same message, triple K, and then put the papers on the sundial. Holmes asked him what he had done in 2 days. The young man said that he had gone to the police, but they listened to him with a smile. They posted a policeman near his house. The young man gave a discolored blue-tinted paper, bluish-colored paper, which he had found on the floor of his uncle's room. Okay. Now Holmes took that paper and moved the lamp, and we both bent over the paper to examine what was there. It was headed. It was something was written in the heading, March 1869, and under it were the following notices. 4th, Hudson came, same platform, that this person was murdered. 7th, set the pips on Macaulay, Paramore, John Swain of St. Augustine. That means the orange pips were sent to these persons and they also died. 9th, Macaulay cleared. 10th, John Swain cleared. 12th, Mr. Paramore, all well. That means everything was going well along with the plan. So the murderers were going well with their plan, and all of them, they were cleared, they were murdered. Thank you, said Holmes, and returned the paper to the young man. You must now go home immediately. Put this paper in the brass box which your uncle had. Write a note that all the papers were burnt except this, and then put the box upon the sundial. Now these were the instructions given by Sherlock Holmes to John Openshaw, that you immediately go back to your home and put this paper, this blue tinted paper, in the brass box, and then also write a note that all the documents, all the papers were burnt by my uncle, only this one is left, and then put this particular paper with the brass box upon the sundial. Do not lose an instant, do not lose a moment, and take care of yourself. Your life is in danger. The young man told us that he would go back by train from Waterloo and that he was armed. Okay, he was carrying weapons to protect himself. He promised to contact us in a day or two. Now, after he left, both the persons, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, started talking to each other. Did you mark the postmarks of this letter? Holmes asked me as soon as the young man left. So Holmes asked his friend Dr. Watson, did you notice the postmarks of these letters? The first letter was posted from Pondicherry, the second was from Dundee, and the third from the East London. Up to here, please read it, okay, revise it thoroughly, and we will discuss the same chapter in the live class. Thanks for listening and watching. Thanks.